Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden and welcome to Show Me Your Gardens 2.0. This is the second round of this series. I will link the playlist for the first round of this series in the description down below. We had so many great gardens shown last fall, and now we have another batch of fabulous gardens that I cannot wait to show all of you. So yesterday the Zone 10 video came out. I'll link that down below as well. Today we are focusing on Zone 9, USDA Zone 9. So I have some really great gardens to show you. Let's get started with Donna Jones. Donna is from Santa Rosa, California, which is actually where I grew up. So it's just wonderful to see Donna's Garden in Santa Rosa. Let's take a look. So Donna lives in Santa Rosa, California, which is about an hour north of San Francisco. So it does get some coastal influence, but it is still pretty warm. She's first showing us her front secret garden, which I would also like to say it's a hydrangea room because it's this beautiful little courtyard just surrounded by hydrangeas. It is absolutely beautiful, and I am so jealous because I can just imagine sitting out there under the tree in the mornings and drinking my coffee. But when we go into the backyard, it's even more stunning. Donna obviously likes pink, which I'm sure a lot of us do. I absolutely am there with you, Donna. But look at how beautiful this garden is. So I asked Donna to tell me about the plants that thrive in her garden. And she says she absolutely loves iceberg roses. She has a dozen. She loves hydrangeas. She has a dozen. She loves Petunia Vista bubblegum, which is now her favorite. Mine too. She loves coneflowers, carnations, dahlias, and many others. Look at this, you guys. Look at how beautiful. She says, sadly, she's not been able to get blue plumbago to thrive. She also says she loves hollyhocks, but they always get rust, and snapdragons are some of her favorites, but because of her June gloom, which are foggy mornings, they all have to be pulled out because of rust as well. Look at her chickens. Look at how cute this little coop is. She says the biggest challenge she faces in her garden is that her soil is not good. Apparently, this lot, they dumped a lot of construction debris. So she has one garden bed, but everything else is in raised beds. And I love that she's been able to work around it. And her advice for everyone is to encourage people to use a drip system when watering. So big thank you to Donna. It's lovely seeing Santa Rosa. For those of you who don't know Santa Rosa, that's where the Luther Burbank Gardens are. I just think it's crazy because I remember going on field trips to the Luther Burbank Gardens so much as a kid, and I never appreciated it, and now I want to go back. So it's on my list of one of the places that I want to take all of you is to the Luther Burbank Gardens in Santa Rosa, and that is where Donna lives. So huge thank you to Donna. Okay, now let's head to Orlando, Florida, which is Zone 9B, and we're going to take a look at Jennas Garden. And Jennas Garden is absolutely stunning, and it cracks me up because she said it's too hot and she's just let everything go. Jenna, your garden is beautiful. Let's take a look.
This is how an over 50-year-old gardener does things. In the summer, when it's too hot, we just kind of let things go. So I'm going to point out all the fun stuff and then all the bad stuff. Number one, the fun stuff is everything that blooms without attention, because nobody wants to be out here in July in Florida during hurricane season. We just don't want to. The vegetable garden's over here. It doesn't look like a vegetable garden because we can't grow too much. In the summer, everything dies. We do have a little bit of basil, but mostly I just shove zinnias in here, some sunflowers. We have sweet potato in the back, amaranth that grows. Otherwise, we grow cover crops. That is peanuts over there. I'll admit I did throw some peanuts in, but this is going to change. It will look totally different come fall. Down here is the wild section, and there's the golfers. Our views right now, you can see my neighbor's yard. But when we're in the pool, you can't really see it much because we have thickly planted, and you can see most of those trees are starting to grow up. It's hard to tell on the video, but this is Mexican heather. This is a black diamond crepe myrtle. That's variegated schefflera. I love this view because that color flower, little teeny tiny, and that color flower are the same. And it's so much fun. And then I have a beautyberry, which I don't know if that would grow in California, but gosh, how fun if it did. It does lose its leaves in the winter, but it provides us such nice cover for the pool so people don't see through in the summer. And it also gets teeny tiny little lavenderish flowers and that turn into bright fuchsia berries in the fall. It's gorgeous and terribly fun. And then along here we have birds. We have this very icy blue podocarpus that, when it's not summer, is in a much nicer shape than it is right now. But I'm not trimming it because it's July in Florida. And then this is another shrub that I think would be amazing in Janie's yard. It is a firebush, and these flowers are tubular, and your hummingbirds would go nuts for it. If you freeze, it'll die back to the ground, but if you don't get below 32, 30, it will just get some tip damage, and then you can trim it up. It's growing a little wild right now. I try to keep it, it's over 6 feet. I try to keep it less than that, but again, July in Florida. And this is our walkway that my husband had us put in. I love it because I can carry the golf cart. This is St. Augustine grass, which I hate, but it's what grows here in Florida. And it's really hard to pull anything through because it's very thick. But here's another Janie favorite. And it's also a favorite of the bees. Oh, did you see the bumble? Anyway. And then this is a tricolored hibiscus, which I love. It looking so gorgeous.
Okay, fire bush. Thank you, Jenna. It is really, really beautiful. I love your garden. You've done such a good job, and I totally get what it means when you say it's too hot and you kind of just don't want to do anything, and the plants just got to suck it up and handle it. And your plants are obviously handling it. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. It's beautiful. Next garden is Robyn's garden from Lincoln, California. And you can see her before, nothing there. And look at her after, or I should say now. Look at how beautiful. What a fantastic job that she's done. So like I said, she's from Lincoln, California, which is zone 9B. It's actually pretty close to me. She does have a YouTube channel called Gardening with Mamabird, so we'll have to check that out. There's a couple things that I loved about this garden. One, I love all the different foliage colors. She has really dark green in the background, more like evergreen, more blue-green, chartreusey green. I just love it. The combinations, they just look so incredibly good together. The other thing I really like about Robyn's garden is that she has so much of the ground covered by ground covers. You can see the lamium, you can see the sedum, there's something in between these flagstones. There's the begonia all around the pot. It just looks so beautiful. And we all saw the before photos, 2017, 2018. This is not a mature garden. And the fact that she has put so many ground covers in makes it look like a lush, mature garden, which is absolutely beautiful. So Robyn says the plants that thrive in her Zone 9B garden are agastache, begonias, golf ball pittosporum, Carolina jessamine. She also says jacaranda trees, which is really exciting because I want those in my garden. She says she's struggling with Brunnera because the bugs love it. And if she could give one piece of advice to other Zone 9 gardeners, she says, take your time. Pick a small area or space that inspires you. Spend some time looking at plants that grow and visit nurseries. The garden is a place to learn, nurture, and grow. So huge thank you, Robyn. Beautiful garden. So a huge thank you to Robyn. Your garden is absolutely beautiful. I love what you've done with the area, and I love that you included your before photos. It's so fun to see that there was literally nothing there and everything that you've done. So we are headed to another Gardener's Garden. Her name is Jasmine. Jasmine actually sent me some photos on Instagram, and I begged her to submit them to the Show Me Your Garden series, and she did. So thank you, Jasmine. She lives in Modesto, California, which is zone 9B. Let's take a look at Jasmine's garden. So thank you so much, Jasmine, for submitting your videos. Your garden is so beautiful, and I love the pathway up to your front door. I just love that. So now let's head to my friend Tamara's house. I'm so excited that she submitted her garden. So Tamara and Lance Jackson, they actually came here to visit me and gave us all a little guide, for those of you who remember that video, instruction on pruning fruit trees, because they own a stone fruit ranch down in Kingsburg, California. And so when Tamara submitted her garden, I was so excited. She actually is a floral designer. She designs bouquets. So I want to get down there and hopefully she can give us some tutorials on arranging flowers. But I just had to include her garden in Zone 9 because her garden is absolutely beautiful. So let's take a look at Tamara's garden right now.
Good afternoon. My name is Tamara Jackson. My husband Lance and we live in Kingsburg, California. It's about 30 miles south of Fresno, so we are definitely in zone 9B, just like Miss Janey. It does get really hot here in the summertime. This is the backside of our pool, and a lot of the plantings here are new this year. I tried to stick with the silver and chartreuse foliage with a little pop of purple and orange. And as I come around here, this is a red oak, I believe. We bought our property new 25 years ago and planted it then, and it provides us with so much needed shade. This is my little she shed with all my gardening tools and Christmas decorations. This over here is the shady side of my yard. These are beautiful Japanese maples, and they were seedlings from two really large ones in the front. This is a work in progress for me over here. I'd like to do a pathway with a bistro table for a coffee and wine. It's quite cool, much cooler over here when it gets hot. So this is a philodendron. It's doing really well. I have another one in a pot. It loves it over here. This is a China doll. That was a house plant that I had. It wasn't doing good in the house, so I planted her out here and she loves it. I'm looking forward to working on this area and seeing what I can come up with. Back over here on our patio, I have a lot of things in pots. We really do enjoy entertaining. We love to have family and friends. We have a grandson. We enjoy the pool. It's shaded in the later evenings, so it's really nice. This right here in this pot, this is a tree. It's an olive tree. I planted it in 2021 when my sweet mama passed away. She's really the one who instilled and taught me about gardening. We used to go to the nursery, pack our cars full of plants, and I'm sure people thought we were crazy ladies. This is a serrano. We like it a little spicy around here, and I enjoy cooking, so I love using my peppers and my herbs. This right here is a sun patient. It wintered over from last year. There's, I think it's called a Mandelavia vine behind it, which I should not have planted, but I did, so it's there. We have a buddleia, or butterfly bush, really pretty blooms, and the pollinators love it. On the other side here, I have a couple of pots with vincas and that blew my mind evolvulus, and I put them on this side so that when I'm in my living room looking out my slider, I can see some pretty color and flowers, and I really do enjoy that. I like lots of color. This is another flower bed here on the back side of our house. I've got some lemon coral sedum, some little petunias, some blew my mind. I've got zinnias and lisianthus. I've made some beautiful arrangements with them this year, and they're still blooming. I have sweet alyssum, a little lantana, and let's see, this right here is one of my thugs. So this was in a seed packet, a wildflower seed packet years ago, and it still keeps coming back, and I pull it out because I like to make room for more pretty things. I keep a few, but that's about it. Little Veronica right there. I have a lot of Dusty Miller, some pink cashmere. Coming around, more zinnias, more sweet alyssum. I do like the white. It works better than the purple for me. A little bit of lavender. It's got to grow. It's new. And then my really pretty fennel. So I chop it off. It comes back. It's got beautiful yellow blooms on it. The pollinators absolutely love it. A vine from my neighbor that I enjoy, and then coming back around right here, our beautiful shade tree. Thank you so much for taking a look at our garden.
So thank you, Tamara. I will see you soon. Hopefully your garden is beautiful. I want to jump in your pool right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I've got one more Zone 9 video to show you all. It's a good one. It is, so the USDA zones are just for the United States. There's a map of the United States and it has all the USDA zones, but basically what it is it's just our minimum temperatures. And whatever minimum temperature you have is basically what zone you're in. So wherever you are in the world, if you know your minimum temperature, then you can find out which USDA zone equivalent you are. So Maia, I think that's how you say it, Maia from just outside of Bordeaux, France, sent in a video of her garden, which is equivalent to zone 9. So let's go to France.
Hello Janey and all the people watching, should I say bonjour, because I live in France, in southwest of France. It's zone 9A or maybe previously 8B. So I'm gonna show you my garden in a quick tour. To give you an idea, last year this garden was a flower bed there, and I think there was a little one there, and this fall and winter I redesigned it completely. There's a lot of wilderness, as you can see, but that's how my garden is. But as you can see now, we have there, it's kind of a secret garden. So these are new bushes and they're gonna grow a bit taller. And so then you have here, and this zone is another secret garden, but you enter through this arch normally. Here you have a rose, it's going to be much higher, it's a Desdemona. And in this second secret garden, as you can see, I have a mini pond. It's all a complete story, but I'm gonna make it short for this time. So now I have a mini pond. I'm waiting for frogs to discover this one. So that's one thing. And we have lots of things that likes to grow here. Roses do very well. This is Graham Thomas. I love David Austin roses, and I have many. And so in this part I decided to create it doesn't show up really, but it is the part where I grow fruit and veggies. So I have five dwarf trees: peach, plum, cherry, pear, and there's a lemon tree there. And here the soil, I use strawberries as ground covers. I have tomatoes, fennel, I don't remember how you call it. I have more tomatoes, and tonight I'm planting squashes, and here you have an aubergine. You have another one under the stick. The weather was really bad, so they're doing the best they can. So here you have a view from the other side. One other thing that grows very well here are dahlias. Look at this beauty. It's called Tropic in Black. Dark foliage. Here we have the hibiscus that likes growing in damp conditions, like the ones you planted in your garden recently, Janey. So this one is called Joli Coeur, very dark foliage with white flowers and dark center. And I have another one just there that is very different, dinner plate fuchsia flowers. As you can see, lavender grows really well too. And this is the piece I'm the most proud of. Last year I had, I think, 3 peonies and the fig tree. And yeah, maybe 3 roses in there. But look how it became. It is
gorgeous. I am so happy with it. I divided lots of penstemons to have more and more. I divided this beautiful plant. In this bed you have Boscobel rose, you have a huge allium, you have strawberries, ponytails, Penelope lively, Zara zinnia, sage salvia, Irisis penstemons, this new rose is Jean de la Fontaine from Maia. I have mini roses too, and the more variety of plants you have in the garden, the more wildlife it attracts. And also I'm trying to have plants that bear fruit on it, so I can have birds interested, and so yeah, there's a lot of variety in this garden, and that's what I'm trying to achieve, as you can see. Yeah, so I share a passion for a plant with you, Janey. Heliotrope! They're so beautiful, and I have a problem with my sense of smell, and this plant, I can smell it, so I love it. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and bye-bye. Au revoir. Bonne soirée.
Heliotrope! Oh, I just love it. I'm so glad that you love it, and I'm so glad that you can smell it. Oh, it's just so absolutely wonderful, and I can just imagine smelling heliotrope in the French countryside. It just, so romantic. So anyway, a huge thank you to Maia. She did say that she has so many more flowers she wants to share with all of you, but of course, there's only so much you can share in 5 minutes. So make sure to follow her on My Precious Garden on YouTube or on Instagram. And she does have a really great account. So huge thank you to all of you that were in this video, all of you that shared your gardens with us, and all of you who submitted your gardens. I will get them out somehow, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or another one of these. Just know I will get them out. A big thank you. I love seeing all of your gardens. It's absolutely my favorite thing. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.